What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be ranking my top 13 favorite kills in the entire Friday the 13th franchise. This list includes every movie from the original all the way to Jason X and Freddy vs. Jason. Before we get started, remember that this is just my opinion. If your list is different, that's completely fine. There are so many great kills throughout this franchise that everyone is going to have a different ranking. Let me know your own top 13 in the comments below. Now, let's get into the list. Starting off the list is the death of Pamela Voorhees from the original movie. This is a kill that I think deserves a place in the top 13 because it's one of the most important moments in the entire franchise. Alice finally fights back against Pamela after everything she's been through and decapitates her with the machete. What makes this moment so important isn't just the kill itself. It's what happens because of it. Pamela's death becomes Jason's motivation for the rest of the series. Without this moment, we probably don't get the Jason Voorhees we all know today. The practical effects still look good, the ending is memorable, and it's a great way to finish the original film. At number 12, I have Mark's death from Part 2. This is easily my favorite kill in the second movie. Jason throws a machete into Mark's face while he's sitting in his wheelchair, and then Mark rolls backwards down one of the longest staircases in the franchise. The setup is what makes this scene so memorable. You think Mark is finally going to catch a break, but Jason has other plans. It's shocking, creative, and one of the first kills that really showed how dangerous Jason could be. Coming in at number 11 are Tina and Eddie. These are two of the most brutal kills in A New Beginning. The practical effects are fantastic, the blood looks great, and both deaths are extremely memorable. Whether you love or hate A New Beginning, it's hard to deny that it has some of the best gore effects in the series. These kills definitely deserve a spot on my list. At number 10, I have the Paintballers from Part 6. Even though these characters don't have much screen time, Jason makes sure nobody forgets them. He decapitates all three of them with one swing of his machete. It's one of the coolest and most over-the-top kills in the franchise. It's quick, creative, and shows just how powerful Zombie Jason is. At number 9 is Trey's death from Freddy vs. Jason. I honestly think this is one of the most underrated kills in the entire franchise. Jason folds Trey inside the bed, and it's both brutal and creative. The practical effects are great, and it's one of those kills that fans always remember once they see it again. Definitely one of my favorite kills from the crossover movie. Coming in at number 8 is Dr. Cruz. Jason slices him open with a power saw, and it's one of the most satisfying kills in the series. Dr. Cruz spends the movie manipulating Tina and putting himself before everyone else. So when Jason finally catches him, it feels deserved. It's brutal, memorable, and one of the highlights of Part 7. At number 7 is Shelly's death. I couldn't make this list without including Shelly. He's one of the most important characters in Friday the 13th history. Without Shelly, Jason never gets the hockey mask that became one of the most recognizable horror icons of all time. Even though we don't actually see the kill happen on screen, the aftermath is unforgettable. Seeing Shelly with his throat slit is one of the biggest moments in the movie because it changes Jason forever. This isn't just an important kill, it's a franchise-defining kill, and I feel sad every time I see him die while watching Part 3. At number 6 is Vera's death. This is one of the most creative kills in the entire franchise. Jason shoots Vera directly through the eye with a harpoon gun. The slow reveal, the makeup effects, and the music all come together perfectly. It's simple, but incredibly effective. This is easily one of the best kills from Part 3. At number 5 is Rick's head crush. This kill is so underrated. Jason grabs Rick's head and squeezes until one of his eyes pops out. It's creative. It's different from most Jason kills, and it's one of the most memorable practical effects in the franchise. Whenever people talk about the best kills in Part 3, this one deserves to be part of the conversation. At number 4 is the legendary sleeping bag kill. This is probably the most famous kill in the entire Friday the 13th franchise. Jason picks Judy up inside her sleeping bag and repeatedly slams her against a tree. It's simple, brutal, and unforgettable. The only reason I don't have it higher is because Judy wasn't one of the movie's main characters. Otherwise, this probably would have been even closer to number 1. For number 3, I actually have a tie. First is the liquid nitrogen kill from Jason X. This is one of the most creative kills Jason has ever done. Freezing someone's face with liquid nitrogen and then smashing it on a counter is absolutely insane. The visual effects, the sound design, and the creativity make this one unforgettable. The second kill is Sheriff Garris from Part 6. Unlike most victims, Sheriff Garris dies trying to protect other people. He never got the chance to fully reunite with Megan or apologize to Tommy. Even though he dies, he goes out fighting like a hero. That emotional impact is what makes this death stand out for me. At number 2 is Jason's death in the final chapter. Well, I may not be a big fan of the 4th installment of the franchise, but this kill has always been one of my favorites. This is one of the greatest slasher deaths ever put on screen. After 3 movies of terrorizing Crystal Lake, Jason is finally defeated. Tommy Jarvis distracts Jason, and Trish fights to survive long enough for Tommy to strike. The machete to Jason's head is one of the most iconic moments in horror history. The makeup effects are incredible, and the final shots of Jason lying dead are unforgettable. This is the perfect ending to Human Jason. Finally, my number 1 favorite kill in the entire Friday the 13th franchise is Andy's handstand kill. I know a lot of people would probably choose the sleeping bag kill or another famous scene, but for me, nothing beats this one. Andy isn't the deepest character in the movie. He's known for juggling, doing handstands, and having a fun relationship with Debbie, who is pregnant with their child. But what makes this kill legendary isn't the character. It's the execution. Jason catches Andy while he's doing a handstand and slices him completely in half from the crotch with the machete. Then later, we get one of the greatest corpse reveals in the franchise. Seeing Andy folded over the hammock with his legs bent behind his head is unforgettable. The practical effects are amazing. The setup is perfect. And the reveal is one of the creepiest moments in the series. Every time I watch Part 3, this kill still stands out. For me, it's the most memorable, the most creative, and the greatest kill in the entire Friday the 13th franchise. That's why Andy's handstand kill takes my number 1 spot. And that's my top 13 favorite kills in the Friday the 13th franchise. Remember, this is just my personal opinion. I know some of you will agree with my list, and I know some of you will have completely different rankings, and that's what makes these discussions fun. Now I want to hear from you. What are your top 13 favorite kills in the franchise? Do you agree with my number 1 pick, or would you put the sleeping bag kill, the liquid nitrogen kill, or another kill at the top? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more horror content, and turn on notifications. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Stay safe, and watch out for Jason.